If anyone who's going through a fight of self-improvement, you have to remember that it is not a sprint, it is a marathon. You need to remember that in order to survive. I don't even know what week this is right now, but, we have some footage of old stuff and some footage of new stuff because of everything that happened last week. I scrapped a video and did a one take from this very couch, but it kind of occurred to me because, we've been going through Cobra Kai and we just got on to season 3, and I gotta say, I think the Cobra Kai series is, Karate Kid 4 in reality, but it's so good. Anyway, but it's a whole part of the fight. So, I mean, like, what kind of a person would I be if I'm not going to, should I just be cheesy and share some footage with some, instrumental music to make it look like an 80s montage? So there's that. Ah, man, like, there's this, and you've seen it, but there's this right here. I don't know if you could see this, but there is a cluster of unused muscle that I thought was like a tumor or something, but this is atrophy. This is atrophy. It's, what happens to muscles when you don't move it. And if I just move it along a little bit here, watch the way the hand moves. Right away. And then pushing it in. There we are. So, yeah, I'm still in the fight. I'm still in there. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. But there is still pain. There's still some wallowing. Not too much. But there's still some times to straighten it. I began doing morning katas and slow movements, Tai Chi based stuff, to really focus on pushing this hand back in order. And there are things that help, like you could see one right here. tell you, I wouldn't be doing this if I didn't believe in the fact that I could be better. And any of you out there who are fighting, like, my buddy JJ from Australia, I know his mom and dad follow me on Instagram, and they think that it ain't worth the fight. It is. The harder it gets, sometimes in your fights, it is going to be much worse before it gets better. You need to remember that. You are going to be that person. You are going to be that person that has to constantly fight. And you're constantly fighting because you need to prove to yourself that there is something more. You need to prove to yourself that you can do way better. That little voice that says, I'm scared, that little voice that frightens you a little bit, that's the voice that's holding you back. And you might think like it's a bunch of hands holding you back and you can't move forward at all. In reality, it's just a tiny little piece of paper that's holding you back, and you could easily take that piece of paper and just be done with it. Just remember that. I'm fighting, and I'm hoping to push you. You've got to do better. Whatever your fight is, whether it's how to deal with your boss, or whether it's how to get up from the day, or whether it's how to do whatever it possibly is, or whether you're trying to improve your cerebral palsy to shake the hand of the leader of the free world when the good one comes, not Sad Pumpkin. Whatever you have to do of this far-fetched idea, something's got to happen, By the way, I have emailed every one of my congresspeople, and with all of the issues going on right now, their teams have responded back that no one is allowed in a federal building who is not an employee anywhere in DC right now. So I guess we've got a long ways to go. Like, hopefully 6 months from now, when this is all over, there's a better shot at me meeting Joe Biden, but we'll see. We'll see. Yeah. All right. And that about does it for this episode of Honest. What are we doing? Oh, yeah. That about does it for this episode of the Journey to a Handshake. I hope you can see some of the stuff. Here's a thing of me doing push-ups again. See you next week.
Gonna get there. It's almost like thumbs up like Fonzie. Almost there. It doesn't quite let me do it. Yeah, we're gonna get it though. We're gonna get it.